So it is match day number 16 here. We are live at the Emirates Stadium as Arsenal take on Manchester United. So with Arsenal currently lying in 5th, United in 1st. Let's see how today goes. Into the opening 12 minutes now. It was a lovely ball through by Kagawa, put through towards Danny Welbeck. One-on-one, chance to make it 1-0, and it's exactly what the Englishman does. A wonderful start for United. Well, look at this pass. No one picked him up. Van Persie on the right-hand side there, giving him an option. But he didn't need it on this sunny afternoon in London. So 17 minutes gone. Arsenal not with a particularly good start. Here is Anderson. There's an inside. Kagawa trying to find Van Persie, who was offside, comes back towards Kagawa, and it's a fine save by Szczesny. Well, Van Persie was offside, but because he didn't touch the ball, he wasn't interfering with play. Moments before half-time now. If Arsenal can snatch a goal now, will of course put them back on level terms. Here's Arshavin. Szczesny whipping that one in towards Giroud. So a couple of minutes of stoppages. Here's Wayne Rooney. Twisting and turning. It's a good challenge. He won the ball, lay through towards Danny Welbeck. Robin Van Persie! And Manchester United have snatched another one. And it is that man there, top goal scorer in the Premier League at the moment. And this time, a lethal strike with his right foot. Lovely layoff from Welbeck. But that is a rocket to the top corner. So into the second half now. Theo Walcott just coming on. Cazorla comes off Van Persie towards Walcott, and he's put it in. Oh, wait a minute. The linesman flag has been raised. Well, what an introduction that would have been for him. Only been on the field 5 seconds, but you can see here, just offside. "25 minutes to play. Phil Jones towards Anderson, flick towards Van Persie. Mertesacker trying to hold him up. Patrice Evra whipping that one in towards Danny Welbeck, all on his own, and United have snatched yet another one. Arsenal's defending today has been, well, poor to say the least. Van Persie here just laying it off to the Frenchman, and then Danny Welbeck just peeling away from his marker. But it's a fine header. Here's Van Persie. And a decent game today. Gives it off towards Fletcher, then gets it back towards him. A little bit wider than he would have liked. Kieran Gibbs coming across. Here's Welbeck. 2 goals for him already today. Back to Van Persie. Lovely move this. Robin Van Persie with a strike, and it took a deflection. Some good interplay. This definitely heading goalwards. We're into the final 5 minutes. Arsenal now really can't grab any more than a consolation. It's been a tough game for them. They have had a few chances. Here is Oxlade-Chamberlain. Possible chance for him, but that's all day. And that was the full-time whistle. Arsenal defeated 3-0 at home. You can see even shots. United far superior. Your man of the match, Phil Jones. So next up for Manchester United was an away fixture against West Ham United, lying in 9th position. And with no Robin Van Persie today, he's on the bench. 20 minutes played now. Manchester United, they always seem to have a tough time against West Ham. They're one of these teams that, at home, very tricky to play against. Here's O'Neill. Here's Reed. Towards Mark Noble. Back towards Reed, who's onside. Whipped in, and West Ham lead. Wonderful header. A lovely move. And that man there puts West Ham ahead. You can see here, Mark Noble, lovely reverse pass. Onside just about. And a downward header into the top corner. 37 minutes played now. Nani going to whip it in. Nolan, Diame, Rooney gets there. Vidic towards Welbeck. Collins brings it away, but it's a reckless challenge. Possible chance for Wayne Rooney from there. Into the second half. United still a goal down. Van Persie still on the bench. Here's Valencia. Chipping that one in. Looking for Kagawa. Flicked on Welbeck's there. And in the end cleared away. We're into the final 4 minutes. Van Persie's been on the field now for about 15 or so minutes. United cannot get hold of the ball. Here's Diame. West Ham looking to finish this game off. Diame once more. Lays it back, and the chance was a disappointing one. And that was the last chance. West Ham holding on today, beating first place United 1-0. The shot count really was abysmal from both teams. And there's your man of the match. So we're back at Old Trafford. This time United taking on 17th place Norwich City. Van Persie back in the side for today's game. 7 minutes play. Rooney towards Scholes, towards Van Persie, trying to find Welbeck, gets it towards him, back towards Van Persie. Lovely feet by the Dutchman and a great save. Great play. That's a fine stop in the end. Chance from the corner. Van Persie. Cleared away, back towards Valencia. Norwich trying to get hold of possession. Always tough when you're at Old Trafford. United such a dominant force. Here is Van Persie. A lot of space for him again. And it's another fine save. Comes back to Valencia. Or Welbeck, actually. Coming up to half-time. Still goalless. Houlihan. United know they just cannot afford to drop points today. City are only 4 points behind them now. Well, here's Russell Martin. Put through towards Houlihan. What a save. De Gea back in goal today. This is a great pass and an even better stop. So second half, early on. Here's Snodgrass towards Holt. Norwich do have the aerial of threat and ability. Snodgrass looking for Houlihan. This time he's hit the post. United trying to clear their lines. An hour played. Here's Van Persie. Wayne Rooney. Oh, lovely ball through towards Van Persie. A real chance possibly for him to make it 1-0. He took too long in the end. Norwich smashing it clear. United retain possession. Here is Robin Van Persie. Time is running out for both teams. A point for Norwich. You have to say they walk away satisfied, but for United, disappointment. Here's Scholes. Towards Nani. Van Persie making the run through, and he's found him. Garado trying to keep trace, trying to keep pace, but Van Persie has done it yet again. And he puts the Red Devils 1-0 ahead. Well, it's taken them over 70 minutes. But finally, the breakthrough. Great little poke finish. Keeper had no chance in the end. So Norwich a goal down. With 20 minutes to play, here's Snodgrass. Valencia sticking a foot in, here's Holt. Laid back towards Russell Martin. Van Persie coming across, he's beaten him, looking for the far corner. Inches away. That's good play by Norwich though. Lovely bit of skill here. Couldn't find it. And that's how it finished at Old Trafford. United narrowly winning here today, 1-0. You look at the shot count though, it should have been more. And your man of the match was the Dutchman. So let's have a look at the table. United now 4 points ahead of City, 6 points ahead of Chelsea in third. Arsenal move up into fourth, Tottenham down to fifth, Liverpool up into seventh. Bottom of the table, West Bromwich Albion, Reading and Wigan. Norwich City remain 17th. So there we have it, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. That was some more Robin Van Persie action. We'll be back shortly, but until next time, be sure to hit that like button and take care.